How 2025 changed Canada's rules for international students. The year 2025 marked a major shift for international students in Canada. A series of policy and immigration updates changed how students apply for study permits, move between institutions, bring family members, and qualify for post-graduation work permits. Together, these changes signal a more structured and selective approach to international education. Stricter rules for changing institutions. One of the most significant changes introduced in 2025 involves transferring between designated learning institutions. Previously, students could switch schools with minimal administrative steps. That flexibility has now ended. Under the updated rules, students must obtain approval for a new study permit before changing institutions. Those applying for extensions after a transfer must also submit a provincial or territorial attestation letter. As a result, changing schools now requires more time, documentation, and planning. Why this matters for PGWP eligibility? These changes directly affect students planning to apply for the post-graduation work permit. Applying for a new study permit can impact exemptions under older PGWP rules, making program choice and timing far more important than before. Students must now ensure their institution and program remain PGWP eligible at the time of application. Switching schools or programs without proper authorization can also put future work eligibility at risk. Careful planning is essential to avoid delays, refusals, or loss of post-study work opportunities. Spousal work permits narrowed. Family-related policies also changed in 2025. Open work permits for spouses of international students are now limited to those enrolled in specific programs, mainly longer master's degrees, doctoral programs, and select professional fields. As a result, many students in shorter or non-qualifying programs no longer meet eligibility requirements. This change significantly affects family planning and financial stability for international students. Study permit caps and reduced intake. Canada also introduced a national cap on study permits in 2025, citing pressure on housing, healthcare, and infrastructure. As a result, fewer permits were approved, and new student arrivals dropped sharply. The government has confirmed even lower intake targets for 2026, indicating that tighter controls will continue. Graduate students receive priority. Despite the caps, graduate students gained a major advantage. From 2026, masters and doctoral students at public institutions are exempt from the study permit cap. Doctoral applicants also benefit from faster processing, with some applications finalized in as little as 2 weeks. PGWP rules updated again. The PGWP framework was revised once more in 2025. Field of study eligibility lists were updated, with degree programs remaining exempt while non-degree programs face stricter alignment with labor shortages. Students are now strongly advised to verify PGWP eligibility before accepting an offer. Conclusion. Overall, the 2025 reforms show that Canada remains open to international students, but with clearer limits and higher expectations. Careful planning, informed choices, and up-to-date knowledge are now essential for anyone hoping to study, work, and settle in Canada. Students who align their education and immigration goals early will be better positioned for long-term success. Those who plan strategically from the start will have stronger chances of building a future in Canada. This is the end of today's video update. We hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated with the latest Canada immigration news.